other known as an oracle. I haven't claimed that title for a while actually, but I am an oracle actually, but I go by a seer. And basically, what my gift is, I can see the future. I see the future events. I see calamity. I see unfortunate events of different souls on the world, and I just see what's to come. And I share those predictions on my channel. So if you guys are new and are interested in those predictions, I have a playlist that I created of what's to come of the world. So you guys can go check out that playlist. But basically, what you will find on my channel is clarity, guidance, confirmation, and truth. So that's what I provide on my channel. I do decoding videos, I channel messages for you guys to help you guys understand, be aware, and be prepared. So let's get started. So, by this title, I said, Know Their Faces, My Mental Breakthrough. So, I'm going to describe to you guys what happened to me back in May. I believe, yeah, back in May. I'm going to describe that moment. And that was around the time where my channel like shifted as well. Because I used to do tarot, I no longer do that. But before I did tarot, or when I did tarot on my channel, I used to just read for people. But what happened to me in May kind of just changed things for me. It was like I became aware of things like this soul mission, the purpose that I have it's more than I expected, I guess, or what I knew, because I was living very like in confusion. I still don't know all the answers, because I'm still growing, I'm still maturing into my own. I'm becoming. Okay, so I don't know all the answers, but I have gained a lot of insight since May of what I didn't know. So let's just get started. Back in May, I had like a mental breakdown. That was what was told to me by the people that witnessed it. But in my point of view, I was very much aware of what I was doing by my action. I wasn't insane. I knew what was right, what was wrong. I knew exactly what I was doing, but I was in complete confusion. Like, even though I was aware, I was in complete confusion. And like, my point of view, I felt like I was attacked. I felt like I was being spiritually, not even spiritual, it was like in real time. Okay, this is not something I saw in like my vision or something I experienced in my dream. This is like in real time, in real life. Like, everybody around me was behaving differently, and I felt like I was in like some type of game. Okay, when I went through my mental breakdown, like I literally, the day before, that's when it happened actually. The day before, I kept having this notion like, don't fall asleep, don't fall asleep, don't fall asleep. And the reason why I felt that way is because there was like some type of I don't know what entity, spirit, I don't know what it was, that was trying to attach itself to me, trying to possess me, it felt like. And I felt like if I fell asleep, it was going to take over me. So that's why I didn't fall asleep that night. Okay, I didn't fall asleep that night. And when I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning that day. The following day, I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and that was the time my mom had to go to work, and she went to work. And again, I'm experiencing whatever I was experiencing. Like, I wasn't in fear, but I was in survivor mode. Like, oh, I said, I ain't gonna let you take it over my body. Like, I don't care who the fuck you are. So that's what I was like experiencing. And then all of a sudden, like, something, I just felt like this spirit or whatever it was, demon, whatever you want to call it, was taunting me. It was like making fun of me. So, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then all of a sudden, I felt like I had to turn the temperature. I was confused. Like, I was like, oh, should I turn it hot? Will that do something? Or should I turn the temperature cold? Like, I was like in a state of confusion at that point. So I kept messing with the AC. Again, I'm home by myself, because at this point my mom went to work. She didn't even realize anything was going on with me when she went to work. But I knew. the day before, I knew something was wrong because I felt I was being attacked spiritually. Right, I was dealing with something that I thought was really which it was true. I was being attacked. Okay, so I'm trying to give you guys a short version, but I feel like I'm going to describe every detail. But anyway, so I was just in confusion with like what temperature because I felt like there was something significant about the temperature of like, but I didn't know which temperature it was. That's why I was in confusion because the spirit or whatever it was, demon, was taunting me. It was making fun of me. Like each choice that I did, it was trying to like sway me to do this and do. And I was in a state of confusion. I'm like, you know, think. But I somehow I knew that the temperature was very much needed. I need to figure out the right temperature to kill it. And I know now it's heat, or it's yeah, it's heat. It can't stand. No, it's actually no. Yeah, it's heat. You have to kill it with heat. But I just remember something. But anyways, so I figured out the right temperature like after my mental breakthrough. I call it mental breakthrough, but everybody around me call it mental breakdown. But because I was very much aware, I was just what I was experiencing was insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the average being will think that okay, you're just having some type of mental psychosis, and I feel like that was just my reality, my truth. Like I was being attacked by a freaking demon, and turns out I was right on the money. Um, and I didn't know why. I didn't know what was going on because the previous night before everything happened, I told you guys I had a vision about I saw the future me, a future me that was experiencing a lot of pain. Like this is not just pain, trauma after trauma. Like I just saw like I didn't see every detail, but I was like seeing like she was showing like it felt like I was there in the room where she was going through all this. So it was just a lot that previous night because I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then this demon that was trying to possess me was trying to get to me, the present me, through the future me. It was weird. I don't know, some type of transfer. I don't know. Something happened in the future that affected me in the present time. So that's why it was very confusing to me. I'm like, I didn't know what was going on, but it has something to do with the future. And then now I realized it was a different timeline that happened. The time effect that I was telling you guys about. That was what my future me was experiencing. She was from that world, the time effect. She wasn't in its correct timeline. She was experiencing something that she wasn't meant to experience. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Um, so yeah, so during my mental breakdown, I was in a state of confusion. Everybody around me thought I was, you know, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But in that state, like after a while, my mom brought me to church, right? And when I went to the church, they were having like a 3 day fasting thing that they do at my church where they stay at the church for 3 nights, whatever. So that's what they did. So I happened to have my mental episode during one of their nights. So my mom brought me there to the church. And so when I went to the church, as soon as I got there, I felt like I was being attacked. They were attacking me. I don't care what anybody said. They were. But they were attacking me, like hitting me and hurting me. I'm like, what are you guys doing? But apparently they said that I was the one that was angry and attacking them. But I'm like, no, I was perfectly sane. I was very aware. It was like I saw you guys wasn't who you claimed to be. Like it's like as if they were changing their faces. It was the weirdest thing that I was going through. It's like these would be people that I knew of, like I would see them at church, but their behavior wasn't the same. And then not only that, it's like they kept like shifting. Like this wasn't shape shifting. This was like jumping bodies. That's what I was seeing. Like the people at the church was acting very strange. It's as if they were jumping bodies. Like it was like spirits jumping. It's like I was seeing it, and I was like trying to get my mom attention. Like my mom was in and on it too. Like not really. Like she was just like I don't know what was happening. Like it felt like it was real. Like they were jumping bodies at that time. But the thing is, it was a lot more into this because I stayed at that church for 5 nights. It was this the last night is when I came to, I guess, when I had my breakthrough. But you guys, it felt like they were not claiming to be who they say they were, and it's like I was seeing their true faces. Like, for instance, I would say, "Oh, this is Mary." Like, I would say Mary. There's somebody else would answer, but have her face. I guess she would have her face, and I'm like looking like, no, that's Mary. It's like I knew the real person, and then the fake one would answer. So it was weird. It was like they kept changing. They were in different bodies, right? But using the faces of people that I knew. It's like these imposters were camouflaging themselves with the people that I knew, but I knew who was fake and who was real. I knew who was in their right body and who wasn't. And even if they wasn't in their right body, I knew where their soul was. It was weird. I knew who the right soul was in what body. So that's basically what I was experiencing from my point of view. But everybody else is like, "Oh, you were just so confused. People thought I was possessed or whatever." I was not possessed. I can tell you that. I was very much aware. I was just trying to. I was trying to get myself free. It was just weird. But anyways, um, yeah, I feel like this is a long story, but I feel like it's very important that you guys know this. So when I saw that, like it was just that, like, even like I had a chance, like I actually called the police on the pastor because they wouldn't let me go. I said I want to go home. They would not let me go for 5 days, and I wanted to go home. I felt like, well, this is kidnapping. This is you holding me hostage. It was a whole big thing, but my mom got mad at me for calling the police. But it was a whole big thing. And even the police officers were acting weird because I remember when it was two cops. When they arrived, he was like, "Oh, did you get the biofreeze?" I'm like, "What bio?" I look at him. What? I said, "I just been." I said, "I just been held hostage for 5 days." I'm like, "What the heck are you talking about?" I really felt like I landed in a different planet. That's how I felt from my point of view. And when he asked me that, he said something about, "Did you get biofreeze?" It's like he lifted up his glasses when he said that, and then he put it down when he realized that I didn't understand what he was talking about. And then he said, "Okay, let's wait here." So he went outside to go talk to his partner for a little bit. They were just talking. And I thought that was so strange. I'm like, isn't you supposed to go inside, go talk to the pastor who I'm accusing? Oh, hey, Parshay. I said, isn't you supposed to go talk to the pastor who I'm accusing of like holding me hostage? And the cops didn't do that at first. They was questioning me. Like, they just asked me, "Okay, did you get biofreeze?" I'm like, "What the heck are you talking about?" And then he just walked away and went to go talk to his partner, and they were just talking for, oh, like, I would say 15 minutes, and I was just staring at them like, this is not normal. Because I literally called 911. I called 911 during the time back in May. I called 911 and said that I'm being held hostage. Wouldn't you investigate further? Like, what are you doing? Like, it was just weird. They were just acting strange that day. So the reason why I'm bringing that up, because it ties into today's message about knowing their faces. You must know the faces of your enemy, because this is not shape shifting. This is more like jumping bodies, where you will never know that someone has been. This is not even possession. I don't even know how to explain. It's more of like attachment. It's like something cling on to you, to host, right? It's like your body was host for something. So this is not possession or anything like that. I'm fine. How are you? Hi, Parshay. How are you guys? Parshay, do you still do readings? Hopefully the connection is good. So you're still on Facebook? All in all, I really believe that what I went through back in May was not a coincidence. I don't believe that this was something, a figure of my imagination. I don't believe that this was some type of mental illness. I believe what happened actually occurred. I believe what I was experiencing was happening real time. I feel like I was experiencing something that was meant to, that's, I guess, in a way, getting me aware of what's to come, or what's going to happen to the world. It also ties into the videos that I've been sharing, like the alien invasion, the world's under a spell, and people acting strange. Like, I really feel like it kind of connects to all that as well, because these people were not acting right. And remember I said it's like something was jumping their bodies, and it's like I feel like it was an attachment. This was not possession. This wasn't that. It was some type of attachment. And I feel like something was trying to do that to me, but something within me blocked it. It's still trying to, in a way. I don't know. It was weird that day, that those nights that I spent, that whole day. It felt awful. Um, is my connection? Is it breaking? I was explaining to in the beginning of my live. I was explaining what happened back in May. That's when everything changed on my channel. Like, I was explaining to you guys my mental breakdown, apparently, but I call it my mental breakthrough because I feel like there was a lot of truth in it. What I was experiencing. I don't care what nobody says. But anyways, that's what I was experiencing. Like, I literally saw real time. I don't know what they were. I couldn't see their actual form or their actual faces, but I saw them actually jumping into these people's bodies or something like that. And they were acting very strange. So going back to this live, okay, the world is going to go through some type of ascension, right? I mentioned this many times on my channel. And this ascension is some form of cleansing process. Okay, Mother Earth is going to go through a cleansing process. What does that mean? It's like all the junk and clutter and bacteria and garbage, toxic waste, shit. All of it is coming to the forefront, and that could mean anything. It can mean like the destruction that's been plaguing our world. It can mean the dark entities. All of it is going to come to the forefront. It's like she's pushing them out or pushing them upward, or it's like she's pooping them out. That's basically what it is. She's pooping them out. And when that happens, is that the world's going to experience of how dark things is in this world. So we call it a dark night of the soul in the spiritual community. The world is going to go through something like that, a dark night of the soul, where it's going to go through like a purging, cleansing type of thing, and it's getting all the junk out, all the things that's not meant to be here, all the things that was never meant to be put on here. This world is literally turning something I want to run away from. I agree. Like, have you not seen what's going on with politics and wars and like the Palestine and Iran? Well, not Iran. Yeah, Israel and the U.S., Donald Trump, Kamala. It's just a circus in the United States. It is a circus right now. But I'm like, dude, you can't make this up. But apparently that's our reality. Um, it's just a lot of things all happening at once. She said, I ain't coming here next life. Well, hopefully we should. Hopefully we wouldn't have to. If things goes to plan, where the Earth actually ascends and she evolves to in her rightful place, which is always meant to be, and it's going to happen, where she's going to evolve immensely. But I told you she's going to go through a purging cleansing dark night of the soul first. And what does that mean? She's gonna bring all the freaking junk out into the forefront. It's like she's like, get these things out of me. I don't want these things in my planet. Take them out. That's basically what it is. Like this dark stuff. So, but the thing is, the whole world's gonna witness it as she ascend. We're going to ascend with her. Okay, but the thing is, there's what does that mean? What will what will the world dark night of the soul look like, or what will it be like? I don't like to say ending. I will say if it ends, it's an ending to a new. It's an ending to a cycle that was never meant to be. I believe it's a new day, new dawn, new life. I'm hearing that song. Who is it? Who sing that song? Nina Simone sing that song. I don't know, but it's a new day. It's a new dawn. Okay. Do you think the world would end one day? Well, I basically answered that, but no, I feel like it's gonna be a new era, a new dawn, like beauty, light. I feel like things are gonna be lighter, like light as a feather. What we always preach about on the spiritual community, where we always wanted to see the golden age. It's gonna be like the golden age. What do you guys think the golden age is? What do you guys think? It's gonna be the golden age. The golden age is the era or a world like Atlantis, like Lemuria, like there's so many planets like that represents what the golden age is. But those are a world that once was and that will be. Okay, so if you guys, I don't know if you guys read about the Atlantis and the Lemuria. It's so beautiful, you guys. Like the water that we have now is nothing. It's polluted. Okay, like especially the water creatures, that what they have to deal with. That's not their natural environment. Their environment is much cleaner, more magical. Okay, the water system is meant to be so clear, it's so pure. We don't have that. Have you guys not realized that the water is not its natural state? Planet Mother Gaia knows that. Even the vegetation is not in its natural state. Mother Gaia knows that because every like the fruit supposed to be juicy and sweet, but it seemed like they have to genetically modify the fruit. Parshay said, "Oh, these people are becoming stupid." Every time I see like on social media, like different blog posts of what's going on in the world, and I look in the comments, I realize there's people that so much like still sleep. They don't know. Like they're still asleep. And I'm like, geez, like the last 5 years since 2020, you still not awakened to the at least have some type of awareness. Like they're not aware of like what's really going on. I'm like, geez, like you at least get to step one, awareness. Something don't seem right. I don't know. But but I basically was just describing to you guys what's to come as far as know their faces, these entities or whatever they were that likes to take hold of people's bodies. They like to jump on people. It's like attachment. So be mindful. You need to know who your enemies are, because when we go through the dark night of the soul, this is what we're going to experience. What I described to you at the beginning of this life, that's what the world's going to experience, and they're not going to be aware of what the heck is going on. They just think that, oh, that's my wife or that's my husband, but they acting different because they got an attachment, something attached to them. So you guys have to be but it's things like you guys will not know unless you are tapped in or very aware of these type of things. If you are none of these things, like you're not aware, you're not tapping, you don't have a gift, it's going to be very hard for you to understand what's going on with your person, with your sibling, with your mother, with your father, with your pet. You will not understand what's going on. No, these are real things that exist. Real things. I'm glad to see you, Parshay. Um, I don't know if you were in the last live when I said that Friday. Um, you guys supposed to watch the movie Jason. Are you familiar with that movie, Jason? It's a scary movie. It turns out I never watched the movie, but I heard of this movie and I heard of this serial killer. It's very famous. But something told me to watch that movie and do a decoding. So on Friday, when I go live on Friday, we're all going to compare our decoding of that movie. I never watched that movie. Apparently, it's very popular. But I had a channel message with that character. So there's something within that character in that movie that we need to pay attention to because there's something significant about that character. Why do I look tired? I promise you guys, I am not tired. It just looks like that. I don't know why it looks like that. I was going back in my old videos. Like, I'm talking about old, like 2 years ago. So I think I officially been on my channel consistently. I count it as 2 years. This will be the second year. Like, no, yeah. This will make it 2 years since I been on my channel consistently. So I'm very proud of myself because I've been started. It's just that I wasn't consistent. Like I would do like once in a blue moon, I would drop a video and then I would stop. So if you're interested in joining that live Friday, but you have to watch the movie Parshay and tell me what you think on Friday. Like this, tell me what you pick up like about that person's character. This every little detail. It's basically I want you guys to get used to decoding because there's hidden messages everywhere. Yeah, I had to go back to. I'm like, damn, I used to be very excited. I realized that I was very excited, very curious about the future. Like this is when I first like got into like to tarot. Like I was getting into tarot. I wasn't even doing tarot when I first got on. I realized that I didn't do tarot when I first started. I was doing decodings. That was how I got my start. And then I started to do tarot. Yes, girl, you can find on girl, you can find anything free. I be typing on Google whatever movie I want to watch and I say free download or free website and it pops up a link and I go right to that website. I don't pay for nothing. Child, I will not pay for nothing. Especially it's an old movie, do not pay for to watch it. I'm sure you can find it online. YouTube, baby. YouTube might have it. Or just type it on Google. It should pop up. I think my feet is slowly again. But you guys, the whole purpose of this life, I feel like I was going in and out, but the whole purpose of this life, yes, I 100% left tarot. of, of course, I don't pay for nothing. Girl, I'm the same way. I try to find discount or anything for free. I only pay for something if I really, really want it. And that there's no other option. I'm talking about like for online stuff that I could get for free. I'm like, I could just get this online, pay for it. Get it for free, download it. Yeah, I left tarot for good. It was a nice run. But why? I kind of describe it. Like, you gotta watch the replay to this live, but it was more than that. It was more so like I'm not. I don't know. Like at first, I know why I laughed because it was something about I need to choose the path less traveled, and that's still a thing. But now I don't feel connected to it. But like I was saying, I went back to my old videos. But it looks like my nails is painted, but it's not. But I went back to my nails. Okay, there's something about nails. I don't know why. I'm seeing like something with my nails, but some of you guys may get your nails done or something, or you may be very good with nails. You're gonna find that out. I don't know. Yeah, so that was a tangent, but I went back to my old videos and I just realized I didn't start with tarot on my channel. I always thought that I did, but I didn't. I was decoding. I was trying to figure things out. So that's what I specialize in, decoding. Yeah. Okay, that's enough talking. I feel like I'm talking a lot, so I'm gonna leave it there. Uh, Thank you, Parche, for joining the live. I appreciate it. See you for tomorrow's live. I do have a live tomorrow. I was trying to schedule it, but YouTube was trying to start it. And I'm like, no, I was trying to schedule it for tomorrow, but whatever. Just stay tuned for that one tomorrow. I have the live for Friday. So watch the Jason movie today or tomorrow, because Friday we're gonna compare what we came what we saw, okay? What we picked up on, what we channeled. Okay, so see ya later.